Yes. Now, reversible and irreversible changes. Then some changes are permanent in nature and hence cannot be reversed. However, some are temporary in nature and hence can be reversed. That when anything change temporarily, then it is called reversible change, and when anything change permanently, there is a change in any of the object permanently, then we can say it is a irreversible change. Means now it will not change again. Okay, so first is a reversible change. Let's see some examples. Fold a paper sheet 4 times. Unfold it next. The sheet comes back to its original shape. Children, when we fold paper and after folding, when we unfold it, it will again change into a sheet or paper again. So it is a reversible change. A change which can be reversed on removing the cause of the change is called a reversible change. There may be a change in state, position, shape, size, or structure of object. Some common examples of reversible changes are, here children, what they have mentioned, that in reversible change, what is changing there? There is a change in state of anything. Means it can be changed from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, and gas again will change into a solid. Okay, so these are the some means here they have given some changes, that how there is a change in reversible case. So it can be changed position also, it can be changed in its shape or size also, or its structure. Okay, so what are the examples? Let's see. Melting of an ice or ice cream. You can see that this is a very common example. You have also seen this, that when ice cream we keep in at a room temperature, or we can say in a normal condition, then when it acquire heat, it will again change into a molten form. Means it melts and it will again change in a liquid. Okay, so ice cream turning into liquid when it becomes hot, and when again we keep it in refrigerator, then again it can be converted into a solid form. So this is one of the example of reversible change. Second is boiling of water to form water vapor is a reversible change. Children, when we boil water and you cover with any of the lid, and you can see after some time that water droplets start sticking to the lid, and after removing the lid you can again get water from that water vapors. Okay, so this is a reversible change. Means from water, when we boil the water, that time that water changes into water vapors, and after cooling down those water vapors, they again can change from vapors to liquid form, water form. Okay, so this is also one of the example of reversible change. And here they have shown through the diagram that a lid over boiling water with drops of water vapor. You can see at your home also, when we cook food, it always you can see this kind of change at home. So next is irreversible change. You know that just opposite to reversible, irreversible changes are there. A change that cannot be reversed is called an irreversible change. Means which cannot be converted to its original that we can say state, that is called irreversible change. Can you reverse bursting of balloon? Means once you burst any balloon, can you make that original balloon from that bursted balloon? No. No, because once burst, a balloon cannot be brought into its original shape. So it is a irreversible change. Some common examples of irreversible changes are burning of paper is irreversible as the paper is converted into ashes. You know that when we burn anything, not only paper, when we burn anything, that you can't change that thing again from ash to paper. Okay, when we burn paper, it will convert into ash. Ash means rakh, and we can't make paper from that ash again. Okay, so it is irreversible. So next examples of irreversible change are formation of curd is an irreversible change. You know that from milk to curd when we make, it is an irreversible change because from curd again by no process we can make milk again. Okay, and next is grinding of wheat to form flour is an irreversible change. Means from wheat we can make flour, wheat flour, but from wheat flour you can't make wheat again. Okay, so it is an irreversible change. Example of irreversible change. Next is rolling a ball of dough into a round chapati and back into a ball of dough is a reversible change. However, once the rolled chapati is cooked, it cannot be converted into dough and thus it is irreversible. So children, here in one thing they have shown both the changes. Means when you can see your mother when she cooks chapati, that time first she has to make roll, or she has to roll the ball of dough, and first we make ball. From that ball we make a circular shape or chapati in this way. So when we make this chapati from this ball, if we not cook this chapati, we can make ball from this chapati again. Okay, so this is a reversible change. But when this chapati we cook, after cooking, its chemicals are changed, totally changed. So we can't convert this chapati again to that ball of dough. Okay, so this is an irreversible change. Okay, so because here in this case only we change the shape of dough, we not cook them, but here once we cook this chapati, it is a irreversible change, so we can't convert it again into dough. Some materials can undergo either a reversible or an irreversible change depending on the course of action taken. Let us understand it with the help of an activity. So children, here activity is given. Aim of the activity is to understand the difference between reversible and irreversible changes. you know that in many things we can see both the changes, means both the irreversible and irreversible changes. So one of the best example is candle. When candle is burning, you can see both the changes in candle, burning of candle. How? Let's see in this activity. Material required for this activity is candle, burner and pan. Okay, three things we want. And method is measure the length of a candle and light it. Means first we should measure the length of a candle and then we light that candle, means candle को जलाना है. Second is blow out the candle after half an hour and measure the length again. You know that at home also you must be using or blowing candle or lighting the candle when electricity cut off, electric supply cut off sometime, and that time also we can see that when after half an hour or after we can say 20 to 15 to 20 minutes, if we see the length of candle, it always decreases. Okay, means as the candle is burning, that time its length always decreases. Observe if there is any change in the length of the candle. You know that in observation what will come? As time passes, the length of the candle decreases. Okay, we can see after half an hour the length of the candle remains half, or means so much candle will burn and length of the candle will change. So this is a kind of change. So what is conclusion here from this activity? What we have got, that the burning of candle wax is an irreversible process. You know that whatever wax burn during this process, that is irreversible process, means once anything burn we can't get it again. Okay, that wax we can't get again. Let us see what will happen instead of letting the candle burn. The wax is heated in a pan. The wax melts and can be poured into candle mold to get a new candle. Here, children, conclusion is here, heating candle wax in a pan is a reversible change. So let's see here. Here two things they have done. First they light the candle, and after half an hour they see that candle size decreases, means some of the candle wax burn by lighting the candle. Okay, so this is a irreversible change, means whatever candle wax already burnt, that will not come again. Okay, so this is an irreversible change. But here second activity, means second part of this activity, what they did here, they have used wax and heat this wax in a this pan. This is a pan, and inside the pan here they have put candle wax, and this candle wax, when they melt with the help of heat, candle wax can melt, and we again use this wax to make a new candle. Okay, so this is an example of reversible change, means heating of wax, or we can say melting of wax, is an example of reversible change, but burning of candle is an example of irreversible change. Okay, so children, whenever we light any candle, then both the changes occur simultaneously, because at the same time some of the wax start melting and falling down. That is a reversible change. That wax we again collect and use to make a new candle. But some of the wax vapors that start burning also, which are present near this wick, this part is called wick. Okay, so whatever these wax vapors come in contact with the wick, that start burning, so burnt thing will not come again. So this is an example of irreversible change. So candle burning of candle, or we can say lighting of candle, is an example of both the reversible as well as irreversible changes. So children, after this, here they have given some here interesting fact. You can see here, the planet Mercury and Mars undergo extreme temperature changes in a single day. You know about the planets. So here they have given two names of planets, means Mercury and Mars. In these two planets there is a drastic change or extreme temperature changes in a single day, means daily. So there is a so much change in the temperature. So it is also interesting facts, that's why they have given here for your knowledge. And next are the true or false. Giving shape to clay is an example of irreversible process, while baking of clay is an example of reversible process. You know that these both the things are false, because when we change shape of anything, we can again change the shape of it. Okay, so it is a reversible process, but here they have written giving shape to clay is an example of irreversible, so it is false. And when we bake clay, that is an example of irreversible, but here they have written just opposite, so it is a false. Water vapor can be converted back to water. It is true. Blooming of flower is a reversible process. No, it is false. You know that once flower bloom, then we can't change again the bloomed flower into a bud condition. So it is a false. The conversion of chalk to chalk powder is a reversible change. Yes, it is a true, because from chalk we can again make chalk powder, and from chalk powder we can again make a chalk. So it is true. A woolen sweater can be converted back into the yarn. You know that from yarn we can knit woolen sweater, but if we again want to make yarn from woolen sweater, we can easily make. Okay, and this is a true. So next are the short question answers, means not a short, it's a very short, means only you have to reply in yes or no. A student has painted a picture on a drawing sheet. Can this change be reversed? Means once any student can paint a picture on a drawing sheet, again you can get colors back from that drawing sheet. No, it's not possible. Okay, so it is false, or here answer you have to write no. Second is, can the trimmed hair be put back in their place? Trimmed hair means जो बाल आपके कट जाते हैं, आप लोग कटिंग करवाते हो ना हेयर्स की, तो हेयर trimmed hair cannot be put in their place again. फिर से आप बालों को वही पोजीशन में नहीं जोड़ सकते हो. ओके, सो दिस इज its answer is no. Next are fill in the blanks. If a balloon bursts on blowing, the change no longer remains reversible. Means this change is not reversible change. Means once a balloon burst on blowing, it will not be reversed again. Okay. Solidification of molten wax on cooling is a physical change. Means when this solidification of means molten wax again when change into a solid state, then it is called a physical change. Physical change, or we can say it is a reversible change also. Here you can write reversible also. Breaking of a piece of glass is a irreversible change. You know that once a glass is broken, we can't make that glass piece again from that broken pieces. Okay, because always crack will left behind. So this is an example of irreversible change. So children, up to this today we have studied. In next class we will proceed with the further topics. So Jai Gurudev.